Hello everyone, I am Abhishek Aggarwal from Grivaa Capital, presenting our fundamental and technical outlook on Kathleen Senior Bank, a small cap bank which is spreading its wings and is showing a robust price and volume action on charts and is going to write a stock history in terms of price returns performance in the next couple of months. So let's understand the business model, the SWOT, the strength, the key performance matrix, and the results, Q4 earnings, and the consolidated numbers of Kathleen Senior Bank. The company has a very strong presence in South India, especially Kerala and Tamil Nadu, with Kerala contributing almost 50% of its revenues. The company operates in multiple segments: loan against gold, corporate loans, SME loans, and others. But the key category in which it dominates is the loan against gold category, which contributes almost 50% of its revenues. The company has exposure across services sector, agriculture, manufacturing, retail. The company showed some amazing performance in the consolidated numbers that it presented a couple of days back. The net interest income from FY22 showed a remarkable growth of 59%. The profit after tax numbers were just astounding, just out of the world, with year-on-year growth of 1616%. Can you believe it? And a year-on-year growth of 1616%. There was a significant rise in the net interest income. There was also a significant rise in non-net interest income. A couple of positives happening for the bank. Now, what exactly has happened in the last couple of days, which has exactly changed the scenario for Kathleen Senior Bank? First, it is the cautious choice of the lending segments that it operates into. The company is increasing its focus on gold loans, which is a less vulnerable category. Companies also avoiding the high SME or MSME portfolio. The proportion of gold loan has increased tremendously from 26% in FY19 to almost 40% in FY21. So the change in the strategy for growth and the more focus on the gold loans has been delivering results for this bank. On the management front, the company has hired several industry veterans at the top level to strengthen its executive and operating team. The company has also been able to increase the base of low-cost deposit in form of CASA, and that CASA has shown a growth of almost 32%. One of the most important categories to look into, because this bank operates into the Kerala region, as we all know that a lot of Kerala people or a lot of Keralites, they go into Middle East countries to work over there. So company has a very loyal customer base, with 25% of its deposit base comes from the NRIs. So NRIs contribute significantly to the CASA ratio. Now, what exactly are the other strength that delivering positive results for the company is the asset quality has been increasing. There has been decline in the gross non-performing assets from 7.2% FY17 to 2.7% in FY21. So this dramatic drop in the gross NPA numbers will give a valuation re-rating for the bank in the next couple of weeks. So we can conclude in a way that strong promoter, renewed business strategy with new executives on board, strong capital adequacy coupled with digital technologies implementation to acquire new clients are delivering results for the bank, which is showing remarkable growth. But as we know that every crocodile has some weaknesses. It's not that every bank or every stock will just have strengths and there are no weaknesses to talk about. And same is the story with Kathleen Senior Bank. We believe that the deposits are growing at a very faster rate, but because of the pandemic, because of the COVID, there will be lesser disbursals happening. The new loan growth is going to be slightly slow because of the pandemic. The company has also given some COVID loans to the manufacturing sectors, where the collection is going to be a bit of challenge in this COVID times. Thirdly, the most important point to note is that since 50% of revenues comes from the Kerala region, there is a geographical or state concentration risk, which makes this bank very vulnerable. The business is also less diversified in terms of the aggregate portfolio. So believe that there is a geographical concentration, and second is the lesser diversification into the product portfolio poses some weaknesses or some threats to the business model of Kathleen Senior Bank. Next, let us understand the opportunities and the threats in a way. The bank is focusing too much on the NRI deposits and has been able to garner a significant share of the pie so which is a positive thing. The company is also focusing to acquire a mid-sized bank which has a significant branches in North India to expand its geographical presence across the India. So bank is looking at inorganic growth possibility if it gets into. Thirdly, there are a couple of threats with every business model which is going to happen with Kathleen Senior Bank. 40% of the business is via gold loans. So what happens? A significant part of the business or the underlying asset becomes vulnerable to fluctuations or the volatility in gold price, which could pose a significant threat. Secondly, there is a significant threat with a lot of fintechs coming these days which are challenging the business models of conventional banking industry. So whether Kathleen Senior Bank will be able to respond swiftly or fastly to the modern day dynamics is yet to be seen. Thirdly, the company has to give a significant digital and mobile experience, a better and enhanced consumer experience on the mobile platform, because the world is significantly becoming digital and we have to be very swift and fast to respond into it. As we all know that Kathleen Senior Bank is a fish in the pond with too many crocodiles in this pond. Who are the crocodiles? We know that ICICI, HDFC, Kotak, Axis, these marquee names are the crocodiles in the pond. So whether they will let this Kathleen Senior Bank to swim freely in the pond is yet to be seen. So we believe that there are a lot of strengths, but it comes with a host of problems and threats as well. But in nutshell, we are observing something special on charts, and we are seeing that the stock has recently given a breakout on the daily charts or the weekly charts. So believe that significant accumulation is being happening by the institutional investors, especially the FIIs and the DIIs. The stock is hitting 52-week highs. Every day it is making new highs, which shows that people are gradually, the smart money, stealthily and slowly accumulating the stock. So we believe that Kathleen Senior Bank becomes our top pick in the banking and financial services industry. We are very confident that this stock is going to deliver us 40% plus returns in the next 1 month, and this stock is going to deliver 100% returns in the next 3 months to 6 months period. We believe that once it announces the next Q1 results, this stock should almost double, because the price and volume action is suggesting something seriously special which is happening on the stock. So we are just combining the fundamentals and technicals to arrive at price target. This is a personal opinion. The ideas and the way it is being discussed is just only for learning and educational purposes. It is no way done to influence anyone's investing decision. So please consult your financial advisor before you invest into this stock. It is our individual opinion. You might agree or you might not agree to it. So this is our analysis of Kathleen Senior Bank. Hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Hope you have learned something significant out of the business model of Kathleen Senior Bank. Though we do not like financials, though we are not very bullish on the banking and financial services industry, because we believe there is going to be significant asset quality deterioration which is going to happen post this pandemic wave 2. So we are not very bullish, but this bank is very special for us. So we're liking the stock and hope you also analyze and do some investment as per your risk appetite after due diligence. Thanks for watching this podcast, listening this podcast. Do subscribe our channel, follow our social media platforms, and we would continue to do the hard work to bring amazing and exemplary stuff for you. Thank you, everyone.